today. From Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Tua to throw right away. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Matt Judon, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep is DJ Chark. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. A 40-yard punt, given 3 on the return, and the Lions will take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Hurts. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The Lions at 13-1 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. But that is showing an awful lot of confidence in the kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
Taken down at the 47-yard line. Now, this defense for the Lions, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 33. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there, as that one was knocked away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And this one is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Hurts sets up to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
Escaping and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Pollard going to try the right side. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
2 are going to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Buying time to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And connecting here with DJ Shark. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Inside handoff to Mixon.
And this will wind up a Lions 1st down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Hurts. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
But 1st down, Hurts.
That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
They go play action with Hurts.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Steps away to his left.
Hurts fumbles it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So that kick gives them their 1st points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Tua now on 1st down.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. This pass complete to Higgins.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua.
And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Hurts throw complete there to St. Brown.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. They're going to look to throw.
And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Looking deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Open man is Higgins. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Tua, a final shot before half. He's going to float this over the middle deep.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye.
So we are at halftime.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Now that'll be caught by St. Brown.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Brian Burns able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked by Tracy Walker, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Well, the defense obviously could not have drawn up a better start to the second half. They're holding on to that slim lead, just looking for a stop. Not only do they get the stop, Charles, they get the pick 6.
Another example that life comes at you fast, doesn't it? One play ago, they're defending a slim lead coming out of the break. Now they're one more stop away from thinking about a possible put-away drive.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Tagovailoa.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call.
Ouch. You thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
3rd quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10.
And he's going to pull his way forward to the 48. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Here's Tua. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw.
He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Lions take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. So this, Charles, a tight game through the first 2 quarters, but they've come out in this second half and really took the fight to them.
And you and I both know that in the locker room at halftime, both sides' head coaches emphasize the first 5 minutes of the second half, getting out and establishing yourselves. One team has definitely done that.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
And he's got some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And that one complete once again to Higgins.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9.
Tua sets up to pass it. Caught on the slant. Touchdown! Tony Pollard, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Panthers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So this drive spans 7 plays, and the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Hurts.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
19 Charger.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
Flushed out right.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
11 yards there and a Lion first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Back to Mixon on first down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. It's caught by Davis. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Joe Mixon, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Tua. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Tua now on first down. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Detroit, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one.
Today, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's a special New Year's Day edition of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Jalen Hurts and the Detroit Lions versus Mason Rudolph and the Chicago Bears.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, it's a black and blue matchup in the NFC North between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions.
along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from Ford Field.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive.
Leading them out, the third-year player from Oklahoma by way of Alabama, Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for a Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive.
On the move past the 40.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. That's going to be caught. And in for the Lions touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Lions need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Gabriel Davis
from a yard out.
And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25.
On 1st down, Rudolph.
This one complete to Scott Miller.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here's the first carry for Khalil Herbert.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He's going to try and do this himself.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. Now it's Rudolph. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Looking sideline, incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Looks for the out route, and it's complete to Kmet.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Santos' kick is up and through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one. And I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Throwing is Hurts.
And bringing it in, it's Davis.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Detroit.
Gabriel Davis
with his second touchdown here in this first half. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touch. Passes. I think they're going to keep going to him until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 34. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll try the air now. Here's Rudolph. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 23. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. That is complete downfield to Knox.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw here.
Davis, nice grab.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Hurts throw complete there to St. Brown.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. And it's caught. Touchdown!
Joe Mixon.
A 14-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. Well, we're probably not the first, but all of us at EA Sports certainly want to wish you and yours a happy and prosperous new year. And as a celebration of that, a big slate of NFL games on this Sunday, Week 17. Second to last weekend with the NFL docket. Later tonight, the battle for Los Angeles, Rams and Chargers, 5:15 Pacific at SoFi. And then on Monday night, Charles and I are on to Cincinnati. Bills and Bengals, 2 cold weather teams in what will be a frigid Paul Brown Stadium.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. And he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Out of the gun, Rudolph.
That's complete to his running back, Herbert.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. To throw again on 2nd down. Rudolph. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome into our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's a busy Week 17 of the regular season, so let's get right to it. We'll begin with a battle of the birds.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to...
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
On first down, Hurts.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
After the interception, here's Rudolph.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here's a give to Herbert.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul, but the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound, and the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a first down.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
It's complete. He dials up Davis once more.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Now, these two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10. And it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one. So they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mixon on the toss right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll set up a throw. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line. The third down conversion successful. A gain of 11. Mixing up the middle. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 yards there, just like last play. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown.
Jason Kabinda, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. On 1st and 10, Rudolph will return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards. From the red zone now, Rudolph. His throw incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Back to the air, Rudolph. Fighting to stay upright. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
A big play there for Detroit. 43 yards. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. First side, the 30-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Once again, they run with Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. On 2nd and 7, Hurts. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions.
Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So for the Lions,
they move to a sparkling 15-1 with 1 game still to go in the regular season.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.
today. From Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Two teams that have met at least twice a year since 1932. The Lions and Packers underway from Lambeau.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive.
Leading them out, the third-year player from Oklahoma by way of Alabama, Jalen Hurts.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right. I think the ratio's pretty good. He'll try and eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
That will throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Oh, he catches it off the tip. It wasn't even intended for him.
And in for the Lions touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Lions have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau.
Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Veteran Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers ready to go for drive number 1 along with the rest of this Packer offense.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. Partner, he just surpassed 60,000 career passing yards. I remember when you and I were there when he hit 50, now 60. Where does this stop?
I don't know where it stops, but how did we even calculate this one, right? Long division, new math, use an abacus.
I trusted you. You're smarter than I am.
My calculator shorted out on this one. 60,000 yards. Congratulations.
Man, has it been fun to track his career, and it continues. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now a play fake. Rodgers.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return.
And they will take over first and 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Hurts.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
The Lions at 15-1 on the year. They've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
They go play action with Hurts.
On the move to his left. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So a roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here.
Touchdown!
Gabriel Davis.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 35. To throw, it's Rodgers.
Completes it again to Doubs. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard.
A great play there. 26 yards.
And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
Flush to his right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Hurts sets up to throw it.
And in for the Lions touchdown.
Gabriel Davis.
His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year.
And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point by Badgley up and good. And it's now 21-7.
CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try to put some pressure on the defense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And again, it's Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On the delay, Jones. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Rodgers now to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll throw now on the final play. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Only 30 minutes left in the regular season, and everybody's excited for the playoffs, so we're just going to forget the halftime show and get back to the football.
Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Amani Oruwariye.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
Throwing is Hurts.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now it's Rodgers.
Completed out left to Dobbs. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From midfield, here's Rodgers.
Finds Lazard quickly on the slant.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. They go back to the ground with Jones. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Rodgers' throw finds its target, Dobbs. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Rodgers.
Got a man, it's Tunyon.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They'll try again with Jones. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. And his kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first down.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Detroit. DJ Chark, 75 yards.
And the Lions use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. 1 play, 75 yards, 6 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now a dump off here complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one.
Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Teron Johnson able to pick it, and the Lions
Lions are going to take possession of the football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Jonah Jackson, former 3rd-round pick, the guilty party.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And that is caught. It's Davis. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now a handoff inside, it's Jackson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Jackson is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's a run with Mixon, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Joe Mixon, his
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory, but they did it.
You're not just battling the team that you're playing that day. You're not just battling the crowd that's in attendance in that game. You're battling the history of the franchise. You're battling the ghosts that swirl around that place that help spur them on to victory. It is an unbelievable atmosphere, the most historic place in the league, and you have to make sure you stay focused on your task. Otherwise, you can get easily distracted.
Yeah, hats off to them for keeping that laser focus and getting the victory. So
today. From Ford Field.
The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive.
Leading them out the 30. Accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20.
First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. He'll drop to throw.
Hurts fumbles it.
And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So out come the Cardinals and their offense in great starting field position.
They'll be led out by the second-year man from The Ohio State University, Justin Fields. Here's Fields. Quick slant to Brown.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Yeah, he's got it. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Play action. It's Fields. That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals.
A 1-yard touchdown pass.
And the Cardinals are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Shark's got it left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? A little on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoff. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
This is taken at the 23. Penalty stings big time there. Wipes away a very good return.
And they work out it so hard because the goal is give yourself some space for your offense to really work. Try and gain an additional first down outside the 20 or 25-yard line. Instead, this one's going to come back.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Forced out to his left.
And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. A handoff to Mixon. And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Here's Hurts to throw. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cards are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Fields on first down.
It's complete to Brown, right side.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good hit.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And that one not going to have enough height on it. Down around his feet, it's incomplete.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And no return here. Where will they spot him? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Another shot now for this Lions offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Caught right side, Davis. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hurts throw here, taken in by Knox.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Joe Mixon punching it in from a yard away. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the gun, here's Fields. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw, Fields. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Fields going to hurry his guys to the line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. From the 50, here's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Hurts. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Badgley's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Well, the Cardinals going to get the football one final time here in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw here complete into the hands of Hurts.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Connor. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
On first down, Hurts.
Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
5 yards remain on second down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
To Mixon on the check down. Oh, look at the juke. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
It's caught by Davis.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
To throw again on second down.
Hurts.
Open man right side is Shark.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man right side is St. Brown.
And the Lions are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Gabriel Davis, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a 1st down. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. They'll get this to Connor underneath.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down.
Fields.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Here's Fields. Again, it's Johnson. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
In the wild card game last week, he had 4 catches, and now he has his 4th catch here.
On 1st down, Fields.
This will be caught once again by Brown. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
2nd down and 5. Now Fields. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Fields.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
To throw is Fields.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Teron Johnson able to pick it.
And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Mixing up the middle. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's a give to Mixon. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. So with that knee, they take care of business in the divisional round. They'll be back here at home next weekend. One more hurdle to get to the big show.
The good feelings, they just keep coming. They get to ride that wave for at least one more week because they have their big prize in their eyes, and that's getting into the Super Bowl. But they have to win next week after winning this one.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.
Today, from Ford Field in Detroit,
for the chance to head to Arizona in 2 weeks' time for Super Bowl 57. We are underway now in the NFC Championship. They had no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First try on offense for the Bucs and their veteran quarterback, Tom Brady.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Brady. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage.
Brady to Gage for a Tampa first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a play fake. Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And this time they were ready for him, as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They fake the handoff. Now Brady.
Finding Evans here, going across the middle of the field. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Brady now to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Throwing now is Brady. He completes it to Evans.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown.
Chris Godwin
from 10 yards out.
And the Buccaneers have struck first in this NFC title game.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And it's now a 7-0 game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Throwing is Hurts. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. On the move past the 40.
Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he's got it down to the 28. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Completes it to Davis.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Touchdown! DJ Chark, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
That took a pretty big risk right there, going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the 1st down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a 1st down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Brady going to throw. And this is caught by Evans.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Brady.
Look at Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Brady. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Brady to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
From the 24. Brady over the middle, complete. That's Smith.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing on first down, it's Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Brady again. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Clock running. The Bucs try to go quickly and get set. The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Succop's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So we've reached, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Rolling to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
I don't think there's any other way to put it, but that was just simply deflating because you know they came out ready to go at halftime, right? Everyone motivating each other, wanting to get out there and get going. And that turnover absolutely saps your momentum. Now you're just shouting encouragement to your defense, hoping they can pick you up and give you another chance.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Here's Brady to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. From the 24, Brady. A quick pass here to Godwin. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Brady. Right back to Chris Godwin. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. 2nd and 5. Now Brady. Completing along the sideline, it's Godwin. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. To throw is Brady. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Succop's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are. But what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Uncorks one for Davis. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
From the 41, Brady. And this one complete to Smith.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Brady now on 1st down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker.
And the Lions are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Once again, they run with Mixon. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Mixon will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession gigantic.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Play action. Now it's Brady. Looking middle, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw, it's Brady. He completes it to Jones. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
On play action, it's Brady. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they can afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. It's Mixon on the counter. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Again, it's Mixon. And some space here. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Joe Mixon.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Lions are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that drive, 4 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
So here's Brady and the Bucks.
Down 21-13, a minute 37 remaining. Back to throw, Brady. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Brady's saying let's go as he'll hustle him to the line.
Brady's throw there taken in by Smith.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now Brady.
Able to find Jones.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. To throw is Brady. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And it'll be 2nd down. Brady to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Clock running. The Bucs trying to go quickly and get set. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And for all these guys, whether you're a rookie, a 10-year veteran, there's no feeling like this NFC champs.
And you feel like family. Never at any time do you feel more like family than when you're sharing the joy of being the NFC champs. And now everyone gets to say they're going to the Super Bowl.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.
Tonight, it's the National Football League. Super Bowl 57.
And the talk is over. We're set for the big one. Super Bowl 57. Away we go from Arizona. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. Quickly to the air is Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. They go play action with Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Matt Judon able to get him for a loss of about 3. After the sack on first down, Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 33. Now Wilson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Down inside the 10. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Harris is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. On first down, Hurts. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On
on the ground. This is Joe Mixon.
He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. A handoff to Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Hurts.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. Badgley able to knock this one through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Play action. Now Wilson.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing is Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
1 quarter done and 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57.
10-7 our score. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw into the hands of Pickens.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Shifts past him at the 45. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They run again with Harris.
And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On first down, Wilson.
Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Steps away to his left. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the first. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down.
To throw again on second down. Wilson
setting up the screen. Harris.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Got a man. It's Judy, complete.
And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Jerry Judy.
26 yards.
And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead in this Super Bowl.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
On the delay, it's Mixon, and he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And that'll keep this a 1-point game. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson.
That one into the hands of Beckham downfield.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now Wilson on first down.
He finds Pickens over the middle. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. On the draw, it's Harris. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 8.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
And no reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. These 2 teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw. On the slant, he's got Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Throwing is Hurts.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Derek Brown
forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. To try again after the sack.
Hurts. He'll air this one out deep for Davis.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Open man right side is St. Brown.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
This is caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. Josh Reynolds, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Lions have cut the lead back down to 2.
They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. Nothing separating these 2 teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Play action. It's Wilson.
He's got this to Pickens. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? And that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now Wilson. This is caught. Touchdown! Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell, and they will take a 7-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There were good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Hurts throw going to be caught by Davis.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And the quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down. They'll look to throw.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They're going to look to throw.
St. Brown making the catch on the out route.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Cameron Sutton.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Steelers will extend their third quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
75 yards.
And the Lions are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Joe Mixon.
A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Lions are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl.
They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the third. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode.
There he goes left side. Past the 20. Touchdown.
George Pickens.
His second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And they will take a 7-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the fourth and final quarter. 50 yards on the ground for him so far.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mixing up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And, oh, he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Hurts.
And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson.
Out quickly to Judy. Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30.
And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Jerry Judy.
His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Steelers are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From just shy of midfield, Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. He's got a man complete, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 54 yards, and the Lions are back within a score. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. I'm surprised with the lead in a 1-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Joe Mixon. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These 2 teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the...
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
Here's Wilson. Flushed out right.
Finding room at midfield.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Wilson to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it.
And the Lions are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
So it's the Steelers who will have the first chance to go down and score here in overtime as we are back underway. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And, CD, we get to see the debut of the brand-new postseason overtime rules. Now, as everybody is learning, both teams are going to be guaranteed an offensive possession. So they might get the ball first here, but a touchdown does not right away win the game.
And we saw many marker games along the way that sparked a lot of conversation. But the Buffalo-Kansas City game in the 2022 playoffs, that really brought about this rule change. What an amazing game, a true classic. Ended in overtime without Buffalo getting a shot with the football, and the people didn't like that at all. So starting this season, if you make the playoffs, you'll get a chance to answer if the other team scores first, and that way you get a chance to keep a great game as well as your hopes alive as you chase the big prize.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
That's going to be caught by Judy. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
A touchdown does not end it, remember, but it sure would give him a leg up. It's 1st and goal here.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
4 yards there on the touchdown run. And, Charles, that touchdown alone doesn't win him the game anymore with the rule changes and overtime of the postseason, but they still went down, scored, got the job done, and now they put it in the hands of their defense.
And with the other side now guaranteed an overtime possession, getting that score was vital. The pressure is now on their opponent, and their defense, they have to play off the momentum the offense generated. One stop, and they end this game.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And, CD, the pressure is on here. Only a touchdown on this series will prevent their season from coming to an end right here, right now.
And this is why the postseason overtime rules were changed, partner, to afford teams an opportunity to respond in this type of a situation, because in the past, this game would already be over, and the losing team would be making off-season plans. Now they've earned their way into a postseason. They do get a chance to answer after the other team scores first.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now back to throw. Wright's got him. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
4 downs to get into the end zone and tie this game. It's 1st and goal.
Here's a give to Mixon. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line.
83 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. He's going to get it again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. They'll drop to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But part of the entire season coming down to this play, they have to have a touchdown or the ball game is over.
And whether you like the postseason overtime rules or not, partner, and frankly, I don't. I can't deny that it creates a ton of suspense.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Well, CD, they had the overtime answer. Now the question, do they tie it or go for the win?
Well, the teams already knew. The best teams, they made up their minds before they got to the end zone whether they were going to go for 2 or go for the tie.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, one touchdown answered by another, and we see those new overtime rules come into play and extend this game here, partner. So now it's nice and simple from here on out. Next score wins.
It certainly is, isn't it? Even with the new rules, this is why winning that opening coin toss is so valuable. Now we've reached sudden death. They get the first crack at ending this playoff classic. Execute the same way you did the last time out, and they will certainly...
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
Gigantic play by this defense, Charles. So they came back in the fourth quarter, took the momentum into overtime, and now they take the football.
And how do you think the team that just threw the pick feels right now? They surrendered the lead, got to overtime, had a chance to redeem themselves, and now they put the game in jeopardy with another pick. And guess what? Their defense has to hold.
Well, if you like drama, especially in the biggest of all games, we are back for the second overtime now in the Super Bowl. Now, do you try for more yardage or get to the spot that your kicker wants? Here's 2nd down.
Now Joe Mixon. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Overtime here out west, and you got a team from the Eastern time zone. Maybe their body clock's a little thrown off, or is that overhyped?
I don't think it's overhyped, and I think that for most teams, you're hoping that your mind overrules your body, because your body's looking for slippers and bedtime clothes, right? They're looking for the pajamas. But in this case, you've got to stay with it mentally. And what a lot of teams do, they never change their watches. They always say on East Coast time and just go ahead that way to try and defeat any of the effects of moving to the West.
And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And his kick is good. The field goal is through the uprights, and they've won the Super Bowl.
Charles, they put those postseason overtime rules in to give the team that starts on defense a better chance. And here in this game, we saw that team take advantage and score a big win in overtime.
And they absolutely knew they were playing for their season when they took the field in overtime. And not only did they get the answer to keep the game going, they kept it up and made the deciding score themselves. Give them big-time points for determination and spirit, and it defines the great postseason teams.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.